Restrict yourself, become obsessed, struggle through, binge eat, shame yourself, repeat. Does this sound like your relationship with food? Because if it does, you've likely been caught in a cycle known as food shame, which is neither an emotionally or a physically fun experience to be a part of. Letitia Ahrens with LetitiaAhrens.com here, and I want to explain what the cycle of food shame is all about and how it creates an unhealthy relationship between our minds, our bodies, and our daily food choices. If you're anything like me, you've probably tried out a new diet that was highly restrictive. You've cheated on that diet, you felt extremely guilty for cheating on that diet, and then you quit altogether because you felt like it was totally pointless to continue.
Why do we do this to ourselves?
It all starts with how shame negatively impacts our thoughts, which cause negative emotions, which cause us to react a certain way. Because remember, it's our thoughts that create our emotions that drive us to take action. And in this case, the action comes across as the daily choices we make in our food. Let me give you an example. My friend, who we'll call Negative Nancy, decides that she's going vegan. And I'm freaking stoked for her, man. She's doing this because she wants to reduce her carbon footprint. I could not be more proud of her for trying to better herself. However, I start to notice that every single time we go out for lunch together, she's nitpicking me now for my food choices. She says things like,
"Are you really gonna eat that? Do you know the impact that has on our environment? You should be vegan too."
And my personal favorite, when she doesn't even have to say anything because the way she looks at me now says it all. It can be a little intimidating and annoying, right? Now, just a disclaimer here, I have absolutely nothing against being vegan. I've even tried it myself for a while, and honestly, I really loved it. My whole point is that as human beings, we're not always the best at communicating our intentions with each other. So when we try out something new, we just can't seem to understand why other people aren't also jumping on board, which causes us to unintentionally shame those people. So now that my friend Negative Nancy has basically shamed all of my food choices, I psychologically start to question myself. Am I making the right choice? Is going vegan a better choice? Am I destroying the planet? Will being vegan help me lose weight? Because now I'm questioning my actions based on someone else's judgment. I develop emotions that cause me to change my eating patterns. Now, every single time I walk into the grocery store, I feel ashamed for grabbing that pound of beef, confused on whether or not dairy is even good for my body, and find that my grocery cart looks completely different by the time I get to checkout, even though my core values as a human being have not changed at all. This example easily translates to other foods that are high in sugar or are not deemed healthy as well. Should I eat that slice of cake? Will that donut go straight to my ass? How many miles do I have to run in order to burn off that pizza I ate last night? We seem to be really stuck in this toxic habit of declaring certain foods to be quote-unquote good and quote-unquote bad, when in reality,
there's no such thing as good or bad foods.
Except maybe trans fats, because that shit'll mess you up. There are foods we should be eating more often and foods we should be eating less often. But even that really depends on your culture and what's available to you and where you live. Because not all foods are available to all people.
And we'll just stop there because I could go down an entire rabbit hole that'll lead me to discussing how poverty is actually a huge factor in the obesity epidemic in America and how our entire food system is basically fucked. But we'll save that for another day.
Of course, we can always be making better food choices, but does that mean that the better choice is always the right choice? If your friend bakes you a cake for your birthday, are you just gonna throw it in the trash because it's not healthy? If your significant other takes you to Olive Garden for your anniversary, are you gonna get totally pissed off because they could have taken you to Subway? Of course not. That's absolutely ridiculous. And who doesn't love Olive Garden? We should be making a conscious effort to take care of ourselves, yeah, because self-care and positive self-image is important. But sometimes, cake releases happy molecules in your brain when you're sad. And sometimes, all you need is a bottle of whiskey and the girls, because you're feeling a little lonely. Learning how to make good food choices is a balancing act. Our bodies need sugar, our bodies still need fat, and I know, you don't want to hear this, but our bodies need carbs, okay? You are not a failure if you do keto and then you broke down and ate a loaf of bread one day. You are not a disgrace if you chose to have an extra slice of pizza. And because I think it's equally important to discuss the flip side of this, you won't be kicked out of the village if you're choosing to make your health a priority by choosing a nice salad instead of a big fat steak with a side of fried potatoes. And if you are kicked out of the village, then it's time to find a new damn village, which you can come join mine, because we don't food shame here. Well, at least not anymore, because I'm also a human and I'm not perfect, and I had to grow too. So wherever you're at in your food journey, know that you are still so worthwhile and that you are one step closer to long-lasting healthy habits every single time you fall down. You can't become more aware of who you are and what your body needs if you don't experiment a little bit to find out what makes you feel good and what doesn't. Little advice though. Scientific studies have proved over and over and over and over again that when we highly restrict the foods that we are allowing ourselves to eat, we fail that diet. We give up on it. We continually choose to jump back into this cycle of shame because our inner teenage rebel comes out a little bit and we want to have all of the things that we're telling ourselves we can't have. If your goal is to lose 30 pounds in a month, then sure, do the keto diet, use an It Works wrap. But know that that is only a short-term solution so that you can plan for that. If your goal is actually to get healthy and build strong lifestyle habits that you can continue for the rest of your life, a diet will never get you there. The only thing that will get you there is giving yourself a little effing grace and have the determination to change your lifestyle habits because you care about not dying of a chronic disease. You care about what your children see you putting into your body. You care enough to create habits that will change your life forever. This is exactly why I want to create a program that walks you through how to build new lifestyle habits. Because I understand that it feels damn near impossible sometimes. I want to help you find your balance that fits into your lifestyle, because that looks completely different than everybody else's lifestyle and what they need. So hopefully you guys like me enough to stick around until that day comes. For now, I hope you enjoyed this week's topic that covered the impact shame can have on your mindset, your body image, and your daily food choices. If you missed any of this week's related videos, no worries. Got you covered. Just scroll down to the bottom of this post to go check out the related articles under the resources section. I also discuss 3 ways that will help you get out of the food shame cycle. So make sure you go ahead and check those out as well, and I look forward to chatting with you next week.